Welcome to the very first edition of taking a bike out of a box with off-road.cc. To start you off, we've got this lovely Canyon here. It is a Canyon Neuron AL 6.9, which means that it's got 29 wheels. It's made out of aluminium and it's 120mm sort of trail bike, cross-country marathon thing. This one is 1,599 of your pounds, and it's very black, very stealthy black. As with all Canyons, it's pretty much packaged, almost ready to go. So we just need to mess about with Velcro stuff to get it ready to ride. So first thing, we've got a nice set of Mavic, what are they, cross-ride wheels. They've been pretty good in the past. Mountain King 2.4 rubber. It's got a slightly more aggressive tyre on the front than it has on the back, which is a good thing, so that's quite a terrifying rear tyre. Hopefully this will be good depending on the compound, because they vary quite a bit, but we will see. What have we got up there? So up front we have a RockShox. Ooh. Achtung. We have a RockShox Reba. So yeah, 15mm through axle, air sprung. It's got the more basic, I believe that's motion control damper, so you just get a compression adjustment there, rebound down the bottom. That's your lot. You don't really need that much more on a bike like this. So although this is obviously, as it's a Canyon, it offers ridiculously good value. The bits that you get on it, pretty amazing for the money. You don't get a dropper post. That's not the end of the day. You can pick them up aftermarket for a pretty reasonable amount now, from like 100 quid up for a fairly basic but heavy one. That'll probably be an upgrade that you'd want to do fairly soon. Put it in there dry, just like you shouldn't. And we'll try and find the axle somewhere in the box. As you can see, Canyon provided with no air in the fork, so they can fit it into the box. So we will have to pump that up, but it's what? Yeah, shock pump. Magical. Do that in a moment. The other good thing is that you don't need to bring your own Allen key to the party, because they give you this lovely little, kind of simple but effective torque wrench. Should point out there are cheaper and more expensive Neurons than this in the range. I think it starts off at around £1,200 with a 650 alloy framed version of this. Obviously a bit cheaper kit, and I believe they do a carbon fibre one if you've got lots of money to burn. So on this one we've got a full pair of shifters and a double up front. Shimano SLX 11 speed with what's that, 11 to 40 cassette at the back. What's that? Yeah, fairly narrow double at the front. Perfect for doing the marathons, or just going up big hills, really. So, other nice bits. This is Crank Brothers bar and stem. The stem, happily, isn't stupidly long. That looks like about 70mm, which is a good thing. And these bars, I'm guessing, about 720mm wide, which is not too bad for sort of like especially for a German cross-country bike, because they tend to be a little bit traditional sometimes. So great big long stems, very narrow bars. This seems to be reassuringly modern. Okay, so we've sped up the process of tightening the stem bolts, exciting as that is. Yeah, and we're almost getting a bicycle-shaped object out of this, which is good. Just the angle of those. I preferred, it's quite steep. Fun facts of Canyon. It wasn't always called Canyon, it's called Rad Sport Arnold. a German bike shop before it came the gigantic, mega direct sales behemoth that it is today. Yeah, the problem with Canyons is because they offer such good value relative to pretty much anything else on the market. It always feels a bit churlish when you complain about stuff, but seeing as that's my job, I'm going to do that anyway, and just kind of notice that non-lock-on grips, it's a bit road peaks, once they get water in them, they're going to be spinning, so you can do your best motorbike impression. Apart from that, now it's fully built. Yeah, looks good, sort of like it's got fairly basic non-series Shimano brakes. That's not the worst thing in the world, they still work pretty well. I have a feeling these might be the resin pad only version, which is less good because the resin pads tend to wear faster, but it's not really the end of the world. The frame, really nicely made, as you'd expect. Oh, actually I lied to you earlier, it's only got 110mm of travel at the back. You've got a RockShox Monarch shock, that's just an RL, so you don't get the fancy pedalling platform, but it's not the end of the world really. Elsewhere, sort of side swing, fancy front neck. There is, I believe, yep, there is routing for an internal dropper post if you want one, which you almost certainly do. Yep, SLX Mech's got a clutch on it, so that's grand. Crank Brothers saddle, what more can you say really? It's very matte black. I have to go and take it for some skids and wheelies now. Bye.